keep everything that the Most High God charged us to do. Keep that. What does he say? Here's some of the things that the Most High God charged us. Be a man of our word. If we say we're going to do something, go ahead and actually do that thing. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. Don't smoke at all. If you want to smoke something, smoke some lamb. How about that? Smoke a brisket. If you don't know how to do that, learn it. You ain't got to put all this chemicals inside your body so that you can forget the hell that you're in. The trauma, the hell and the trauma that you're in. The Most High God wants us to remember that trauma and that hell so that we can stop doing the thing that got us here in the first place.
On Westworld. Right.
Everything is lawful. Westworld.
The pressure on. I remember bringing nothing home. Make it little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking bone. I had 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9/11, I was in my zone. Lose the argument or lose your dome. Keep cool, ain't no running up. How damn, now I'm coming up. They coming against me, you dumb or what? You drawing, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty is sick and she knows she fine. Got a couple of so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason I'm going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organizing. One Westworld, no way around it. Heavy so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a talent.
We need to be the light. They need to see us and say we want to be like them. Yes. They should see P. Diddy and Offset and be like, we want to be like them. Who wants to be Offset now? He got a ton of money. Who wants to be like Diddy? He got a ton of money. I want to be like Commanding General Yohana. That's who I want to be like. He has been a light in this dark world for decades. And it's time that he's been teaching us how we could turn back to the Most High God. Read that from the top one more time.
It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 10, verse 12. Be of good courage, and let us play the men for our people, for the cities of our God, and the Lord do that which seemeth him good.
Right? Drop that. Get me 1 Kings 2:1. Salaki. 1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 1. And we're going to tell you exactly how, we're going to bring out some more on how the Most High God has led us to be men. Why? Because the Most High God is a man, and he is also a man of war.
That's right.
He's not going to tolerate a whole ton of disrespect. Why do you think we're in this condition right now? It's because we disrespected him. How about if anybody out here who has children, and you tell them you need to do A, B, and C, they look you dead in the eyeball and say, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. How you gonna feel? You're gonna feel disrespected, right? And you're gonna punish them.
That's right.
Well, that's exactly what we did to the Most High God, because he is a father. He is our father. He is our power. Right. We looked him dead in the eye. We told him we wasn't gonna do that. And that's why we are at the bottom and not the top.
Right.
That's why we make everything good, popular. You know what I'm saying? We make everything trendy. We do it all, and then somebody else gets rich off of our glory. Why? Because the Most High God put it that way. We told us to do something, and we said we're not, so he is punishing us. He is putting us on the bottom, and he's putting people who are not a man on top of us. Read what you got.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 1. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die.
Right? This is talking about King David. This is at the end of his life, right? He's talking about King David, right? Keep going.
And he charged Solomon his son, saying,
so Solomon is about to take over. He done raised Solomon in the way he wanted Solomon to go. That's exactly how the way we need to be. We have sons, we have daughters. We need to raise our children the way we want them to go. If we don't take responsibility for our household, Esau is going to take responsibility for them. And we're going to be in the same cruddy condition we are in right now. So King David is at the end of his life, and he's given some of the final instruction that he has for Solomon to go and do this thing, right? Because he has many other sons, but he has Solomon where he knows he's going to do exactly the thing that he wants him to do, the way he wants him to do it. He ain't gonna go a little bit to the left, he ain't go a little bit to the right. He's gonna do exactly the way he wanted to do. Keep reading.
Verse 2, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore.
He said, basically, he's saying, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I done lived my life, I'm up out of here. Be strong. You know what I'm saying? I done taught you to be strong, so be strong. Keep going.
Therefore, and show thyself a man.
Right? And show yourself a man. How do you show yourself a man? Number one, you follow out the Most High God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? You know what I'm saying? You be a brother to your brother. You be a husband to your wife. If she's getting out of line, you check her, you correct her. You correct her the way you would want your mother to be corrected or your daughter to be corrected. You know what I'm saying? Be a man the way he taught you how to be a man. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 3, and keep the charge of the Lord.
And keep the charge of the Lord. Keep everything that the Most High God charged us to do. Keep that. What does he say? Here's some of the things that the Most High God charged us. Be a man of our word. If we say we're going to do something, go ahead and actually do that thing. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. Don't smoke at all. If you want to smoke something, smoke some lamb. How about that? Smoke a brisket. If you don't know how to do that, learn it. You know, you ain't got to put all this chemicals inside your body so that you can forget the hell that you're in. The trauma, the hell and the trauma that you're in. The Most High God wants us to remember that trauma and that hell so that we can stop doing the thing that got us here in the first place. Deal with that trauma. If you need some help, you can go ahead and get some help so you can deal with it properly. Don't try and drug yourself or drink yourself into a stupor so that you can't remember it. That's against the Most High God. Stop whoring out your sister. You know what I'm saying? Stop whoring out the daughters of Zion. That's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And anybody outside of that, we ain't supposed to lie with in the first place. These are just a few of the charges that the Most High God gave to us, that David is telling Solomon, his son, to keep. But you don't hear none of this from the Christian church. Why? Why is that? Because they want us to disobey the Most High God. They want us to stay in this hell. As long as we're in hell, they are in their heaven. Them TD snakes can still be the power bottom at them was it freak shows? The freak offs. Right. He can still do his thing at the freak offs. Right. What you think he's doing now? You think he didn't stop because Diddy got locked up? Nah, he's still going. He's still doing his thing. The Most High God told us to follow after his law, statutes, and commandments. Since this is his last words, you know what I'm saying, his last orders he's given to his son Solomon, he's reminding him to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Read that from the top, 4?
1 Kings chapter 2, verse 3. And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes, and his commandments, and his judgments.
And his judgments. What is he saying? Keep his laws, statutes, and his commandments, and his judgments. At that time, we don't have the authority to do this now, but at that time, the priests would investigate any of the sins that was committed in Israel, and they would pass judgment on those that was found guilty of committing those sins. David told Solomon to keep his laws, the Most High God's laws, statutes, commandments, and his judgments. We don't do this now because the Christian church says that the Most High God's laws are done away with, so that we can eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. But if the Most High God is a man of war, and he will judge you for eating that stuff, we wouldn't do it. If a priest came into your house, kicked down your door, as you was taking a bite out of that ham sandwich, you would be non-existent. You would be non-existent. And if anybody else in the community seen that, they would not be eating pork anymore either. But those of us that know the truth, we don't even have to wait for a priest to kick down our doors to tell us not to do that. We do that right now. We follow after the Most High God's law, statutes, and commandments right now. Keep reading.
God. And his statutes, and his commandments, and his judgments, and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses,
Right.
that thou mayest prosper in all thou doest.
So that we may prosper in everything that we do. We're supposed to be the head and not the tail. We're supposed to be on top and not the bottom. We were supposed to lend out and not be lenders and borrowers. We're supposed to give orders and not be subject to all the orders in the land. We're supposed to make policy, not obey, you know what I'm saying, not obey the oppressor's policy. Keep reading. But since we are in this kingdom, we're supposed to live peaceably with all men. So that means we're supposed to follow their laws as long as they're not conflicting with the Most High God's laws. You know what I'm saying? They say you can eat pork. God says you can. You better follow God's law.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one